If you're just joining us, you're listening to the Darrel Davis program. We're talking about police community relations, and we're specifically looking at the Chamberlain case in White Plains. My guest is Damon K. Jones of Blacks in Law Enforcement. Right now, though, we're going to go to the phones. Hello, you're on the Darrel Davis program. Hey, how are you,
brother? How you doing, brother? Thank you. That's right. His cousin. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. The reason, brother, the reason why I say it's not an anti-police rally, because black people want law in their community. We are not lawless people. So we want law in our community, but we want the right law in our community. We want accountability of those police officers that cross the line. We're not saying every law enforcement officer is racist. We understand the system, but without accountability, the system runs wild. So no, it's not anti-police, because there were days where we had relationships with the community. There were days where the black cops helped the community. So it's not anti-police. We want to call attention to the issues and call the politicians and the policymakers to the table and said, because their inactivity of holding police, wait a minute, brother, their inactivity of holding the police accountable has put our families in danger. Has put our family in danger. I'm not ignorant of the history of law enforcement, but we're not saying no. I use the language because if you say anti-police, listen to me, brother. If you say anti-police, you alienate people that's going to come that's going to come by your side. So you're saying we want accountability. We're not anti-police. We want the police in our damn community, because if they're not in our community, then the criminals run wild. No, but see, this is what I'm. No, but this I explained to you why I say anti-police. This is not anti-police. We want police in our community, but we want the respect from the police. And if we can't get the respect from the police, then there needs to be accountability. Okay, so we don't want to give the impression that black people are lawless people. No, we want law in our community. So we need the police. If we don't have the police, somebody gonna be kicking in your door.
All right, well, hold on. I don't think he's saying that though. No, he yeah. Right. Yeah, I didn't get that he was saying that either. That we don't want law and order, but he does raise a legitimate point, because a lot of people, obviously it's not anti-police. You know, how can it be? But me personally, I don't take the time to qualify it, because I want them to do it.
Right.
See, I want the cops to stop hiding behind this blue wall of silence. You know what I'm saying? Because once they start. The way they roll up on us when we do something wrong, they should roll up on these cops who are also lawbreakers. And that's why people have the sentiment they have against all police officers. I mean...
But you know what? But you got to understand, brother, it's an institution, and they following orders. But until you hold those accountable, the problem is today. Right, and I'll make it plain. The problem is today is that you have a lot of punk behind black cops that don't want to step up and defend the black community. See, back in the 70s and 80s, you know, they told the police officers, y'all shoot at us, we're going to start shooting back. And things changed. They protected the community. But now you got a lot of black cops that look at that as a paycheck instead of taking responsibility to rebuild and protect their community. So what you have now is this: you have a disconnect from the community and to law enforcement. And the black cops numbers are dwindling. You know, we out of 3,500, we have probably about 250, and you only have one black commissioner, and that's in Mount Vernon, and with the population at 65%. So what we're saying is this: it has to be a complete rehaul of the structure. We have to hold people accountable, and we can't do it. And brother, we talked about this before. If these politicians is not going to do it, then we need to pool our money instead of going drinking and buying weed and hanging out, and pool our money and create political action committees and get these politicians out, whether they're white, black, whatever color. Because if they're not going to respect us, they shouldn't represent us.
Alrighty. All right, bro. Thanks for calling.
Yes,
all right.
sir.
All right. I think we have another caller on the line. Hello, you're on the Darrel Davis program.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. All right, bro. I got to stop you there. We out of time, but thanks for calling. Brother Damon, the event Saturday.
The event Saturday is 12 o'clock at the Slater Center. There'll be many organizations coming out. One thing that out of the Chamberlain killing, we formed the Police Accountability Network, and we will discuss that a little more to give citizens a voice that they could file a police complaint without going into the police department. And every police complaint that will be filed through the Police Accountability Network will be forwarded to the Department of Justice.
All right, this Saturday, Slater Center,
12 o'clock.
Well, all right, that's it, brothers and sisters. We're out of time. I want to thank Damon K. Jones for coming by. We got to have you. Obviously, we don't have enough time to deal with this issue. You've been listening to the Darrel Davis program on WVOX Worldwide.